All right, I'm going live. I'm gonna hang up.
All right.
Bye.
Peace.
What's going on, YouTube? Let's get some people in here. So, as the title implies, I want to talk to you guys about what to do when taking losses and show you guys what exactly happened to me for not following my own rules where I am in the market. So, I'm going to show you guys that. We're going to talk about that. Let me see. Okay, we got a couple of people in here. I changed the overlay, so that's some good news. What's going on? So I'm in the middle of taking a loss, and I'll show you guys why. Well, it's not a loss until the candle until it all closes, but I'll show you guys. Oh, if it's blurry because I just started the stream, do me a favor, click on it. It should automatically adjust if you're streaming from your phone, or you can force the settings to be clear. Let me know. Let me know if it clears up for you. I would love to know that. But I kind of made a new overlay today. I'm gonna actually be going. I got a flight in a little bit, so I'm not gonna be on this live long. But I'm taking a loss in a trade that I got in yesterday. I wanted to go live yesterday, but didn't have the time to. But I got in yesterday, and I got in a little too soon. I didn't get in as big of a trade as I wanted to anyway. But um, anyway, without further ado, I'm gonna show you guys the trade. I'm gonna show you where I messed up and where I should have followed some of the rules. And you know what? It's all in. Every time you do end up taking a loss or anything of that nature, it's all a learning experience. A learning opportunity. So I was like, let me go live and capture this right now. So I'm gonna show you guys how much I'm losing and why and what size of a trade I got in. Anyway, and then you guys see at the top, I have a counter now that shows you how many people are in the live. So I'm glad about that. That's pretty cool. After a question, crypto money. Okay, so let me show you guys this, and then I get to answering your questions in the chat, and then we're gonna we're gonna talk about that. Okay, so here's the trade, and here's where I messed up. So I just drew this line in before I got on my live, but let me just take this away and show you guys what I'm actually looking at. Okay, so here's the trade. And here's my loss right here, as you can clearly see. So here's my stop loss, which it actually came close to taking me out of my stop loss. But let me show you. Okay, so yesterday we got into this trade. We made this money. Got in right about right here. Things came crashing down. And that was great. I was in a short position. We made that money, and I wanted to re-get in. I said there's a good chance we may actually, come back up and then bounce back down, and we did end up coming back up. And I re-entered a trade right around here. You see where this candle wicked, and what I usually do is wait for the candle close, but I didn't. I did not, and I mean I have a reason, but it shouldn't even be shared because don't make any reasons or excuses when you don't follow your plan. You're gonna end up with stuff like this. So this is where I messed up by getting back into the trade right here. And then literally several candles later, the thing shoots up. And this is on the, I think I was actually in the 30 minute, to be honest with you. Let me see. Yeah, I was on the 30 minute and I didn't wait for the candle to close. Um, and that's because, well, one, you can set an order or a limit order to where it automatically executes the order when it gets at a price point, and that's kind of dangerous. But I physically did this one. I literally clicked it, and then I went to go handle what I needed to handle, and that was a mistake. But I did get in with only half the order size that I wanted to get in, and I said if it comes back down and it repasses the lower low, then I'll add to my order. But instead it ended up going up. Now I would be in even deeper trouble had I got into my full position because I'd be at twice the loss. I'd literally be at twice the loss. But I'm not out of the trade yet, and we got to see it through. And I know I can just get out and take this, small loss, which would pretty much be a loss of what I made yesterday. But I do plan on mending the stop loss. I mean, I would hate to have to be getting on a plane and still not being able to watch my trade. But again, that's something I should have waited for. So let me show you what I should have done. Let me show you the proper way that I should have executed a trade if I wanted to do this, and something I even spoke to you guys about and I didn't even do. See, this is when I say focus, you always want to make sure you focus and trade properly, because I immediately knew where my mistake was when I got back to the computer. I'm like, what was I even thinking? All right, so I'm gonna jump to the 15 minute. So this is where I screwed up. See, went up here and it did a retest, right? Candle closed down here. Next candle opened up. Next candle opened up, and then this one exploded. Now, I normally like to wait for us to get that momentum. I get in on the momentum. Like we didn't have an engulfing candle or any kind of thing signifying that we were going to continue downwards. So you see what my issue is. I didn't wait for an engulfing candle or the momentum in the direction that I wanted to trade. Remember, I said that over here. So where was the retest? Right about here, and then we had the momentum. Look at this coming down. So that's what made me want to get into my trade. You had a retest, and we had it coming down, and we just continued downward. We didn't have that momentum downward. And this is me jumping into the lower time frame. This 15 minutes, is so you guys can clearly see more detail. So let me go back to the 30-minute. And again, so as you can see within this, I had one more candle that looked like it was going to go in my favor. By this time, I wasn't even at the computer. I made the trade and I walked away. I had some stuff I had to do. Started washing clothes and everything because I knew I had a flight today. Just little things. I should have took my time. I should have been patient and should have not been so hasty to get into the trade. But I did it anyway, and this is the result, and that is my fault. And then look what happens. Things shoot up. It goes back to retest previous levels of resistance. Broke out of that a little bit. Almost went to my stop loss, and now it's hanging around right here. Looks like it wants to actually break towards the upside, which is not going to be good for me. But hey, if it happens, it happens. Now again, some people are like, yeah, why don't you just get out of the trade? I'm pretty sure that's the thought, is just get out and take this loss right here. Well, we don't know what's going to happen. Price could actually get rejected here. I mean, it's not like it's making higher highs, but that doesn't mean it's going to get rejected. But look, it can get rejected here. It could go back down and retest here. And actually, if it does break back down underneath this, I feel like I'll be in a safer position. And if it continues down, we might be even better. The one thing that I was looking at was on the daily time frame. As a matter of fact, it's on my other chart. On the daily time frame on this one, you can see Bitcoin is actually retesting this line right here, and it might be getting rejected at this line. So if it does get rejected right here on the daily, and we get this candle is going to close within the next 7 minutes, and if it does kind of get that, it might actually come back down before it actually makes its next move. So this is something I drew in yesterday, I think, or maybe the day before yesterday, that I was looking at. We got touches here and some touches here. It bounced out of this, bounced off of it, as you can see, and then now it's retesting it. So it would be nice if that does play in my favor and we do see some lower side and I could potentially get out of the trade. I would lower my stop loss once I have, if it goes down, I would definitely, try to minimize that loss even more, even if it does continue up. But it might go back into here, closing here. We don't know. This next 6 minutes may be, very, very important for this. It may come back up in here, close in here, and then that means it might try to retest. And I'm going to show you something that looks like it's not in my favor. If we go to, back to the, let me see, the 4-hour time frame I think I was in. No, I was in the what was I in, the 4 hour or 1 hour? No, 1 hour. Okay. So in the 1 hour, we actually have this little channel that I drew in. Oops, I didn't mean to move it. I meant to move this, but whatever. We have this little channel that the price has kind of been trading in. And as you can clearly see, it's got supported at the bottom of this channel. And this candle is going to close within the next 5 minutes. So if it closes on this green, there may be a chance of us going up to the top of this channel, which looks like it's going to pass through my stop loss, and I'll be taking a loss. I'm not necessarily worried about it. I'm still going to be taking my trades, but I'm glad I was able to show an opportunity that I can learn from, and where I messed up and where I could have done better. And again, I told you guys I want to be transparent, not just showing you all wins. Everything's not sunshine and rainbows. But this was not an A+ trade, and the initial trade was nice, and it does go to showcase what I was saying yesterday too. When I said, "Hey, I made this trade, I made this money," and then I said I got out of this trade. Because we don't know, it could go right back up, and my stop loss was lower for the initial trade that I got in. So I would have actually got stopped out and had no money if I didn't actually close that trade. So it all goes hand in hand. And again, I would love to see this go back down. Anything under this threshold right here, I'll be back in profits. Or if I can get even near there and close near there and minimize my loss, I would definitely chase it down. So I'm hoping that this resistance, holds true. Yeah, that's where we are with it. Anyway, appreciate y'all sticking by through my quick analysis on my trade. Let me answer some of your questions in the comments. Okay, so you said, I also have a question. Is crypto mining a good idea? And I'm using my PC to mine Monero. So with the way crypto mining is going right now, I don't want to say it's a bad idea as long as you have are profitable, after you pay your power bill. So that's the thing. So if you're really, really just trying to accumulate something and you're at least scraping together a little bit of profits, if you want to just put it to the side, you got to offset how much you're making with the actual cost of your power bill, because that is going to bring your power bill up pretty high. I did think about mining. I mean, I was going to get into, proof of work mining, but I didn't. I got into proof of coverage mining, which is like Helium. What was other one I had? I forgot the other miner, but actually I think I have the token up here. MXC mining right here. Yeah, MXC. I got into mining these. I made a lot of money on them. They were low power. The only downside is it was actually hard to get. It was hard to get the miners in stock. You know what I mean? So I had to buy it secondhand, and I paid more money than I should have. But yeah, I mean, if you can get your hands on a miner and it's still profitable, go ahead by all means. Let me see. And yeah. I appreciate you liking the stream, by the way. Anybody that's watching, go ahead and give a like to the stream. Y'all see, I took my time to make the layout even better. This is my 2.0 layout, so I hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm going to have other little interactive things where we can do live polls and decipher whether we're bearish or bullish. And then I'm also going to have planned live streams. So, and I'm going to use my TikTok to promote it. So we're going to have planned live streams where I go live certain times in the day, and then we're going to scout out trades, and then we're going to have the pop-up lives too, whenever there's like a trade that I automatically want to get into. So he uses 25 watt to work, and small ones around 230 watts, making 17 pounds per month. I mean, just what I would do is, again, because it really determines on your area where you're living and how much power costs in your area. So just make sure that it's going to be okay with your power draw and everything, and make sure that it's not going to hurt your pockets. But I mean, you should check out other things too if you want to look at low powered mining, something that's going to be, I guess more profitable. You can kind of see what's going on with Helium or something. I mean, the price is significantly down, but now they have other ways that you can mine. But yeah, I mean, I'm not really heavy into the mining. I'm not heavy into the mining. Thank you so much for the likes, y'all. See, I got 2 likes already. I appreciate that. But I have a subscriber goal too. So if you guys ever feel like you want to help me out, share my live stream. If you want people to watch it, that'd be absolutely amazing. Tell your friends, show people, again, this is all a learning experience. I'm going to make some videos coming up soon when I get back about charting and the basics of that. Anyway. All right, let me see. Quick market update. I'm hoping this closes in the next 45 seconds, so come on. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. All right, we got another viewer in here. What's going on? Have you looked at the SPX recently? I have not. Maybe I'll start. I may start looking at that in my live streams. Oh man, look at that. So, welcome in. I was exploring I went over the trades already. I hopped into one a little premature, and I'm currently upside down on a trade, but we just talked about that. So again, I'm not going to be on live long. I plan on actually getting off within the next couple of minutes. I got to finish packing, and I got a plane to catch. But yeah, I was a little hasty on a trade. And if you want to see the details about that, rewind this live to the beginning, or when I cut it, just go back and rewatch it. What do I think about Monero? Nothing against it. I mean, it was like the top leading privacy token. At one point, I was all about it. I mean, when I first got into crypto, I guess, I was hearing a lot about Monero, and even when I didn't even know what it was, I just, I don't know. It was one of the ones that was talked about a lot. but I'm not invested or anything, and I don't have any money in it. And I don't know. Privacy tokens are probably going to be the main things being attacked in this space, so gotta be careful with that. Yeah, I'll look at the SPX. I haven't even. I don't ever have it in my lineup, but I will. I'm gonna make a whole new list. It's gonna have the cryptos that I talk about. I'm gonna get rid of, all of the forex stuff and have it on a separate list. But yeah, I'm gonna clean it all up. You guys see, I've been doing work. Every time you come back to the YouTube, it's something new. And as you can see, the new layout. I'm gonna have a lot more stuff. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really, really good. It's gonna go up for 2 days. Hey, I'm gonna have to look at it. Then it's gonna rocket down. Oof. I'm gonna definitely check it out. Damn, we getting more viewers in here. Okay, look what's going on. Look, y'all, I'm upside down on the trade. Sorry about that. All right, so we got the close. And it looks like, I mean, it would be nice to see this candle actually bounce off of this. You know, it'd be even better to see a big drop. Oh, man. I'll tell you, I should have waited on this trade, y'all. I should have waited on this trade. Monero is one of the easy to mine on a gaming PC. Yeah, I mean, it was a big deal, at one point. I've never minded. I was going to, what did I mine? I think I only mined on NiceHash on my computer like once with my graphics card, maybe in 2016 or something, or 2017. And that was probably the only mining, like proof of work mining I've ever done. I used to invest in masternodes. Now, I made crazy money on that. And then some of the projects that I made money in, I sold out just in time. I forgot the name of the exchange I was using. It was a decentralized exchange, but yeah, I made some money on masternodes, and there was a website dedicated to it, and it was so crazy. I mean, people were like, I was just watching some of the stuff that they were talking about and watching people's live streams. I don't know if I remember the name of the people, but they were talking about this and that, and I was like, oh, let me just get into masternodes, and that was a crazy. Now that was a crazy thing right there. But mining, yeah, I mean, I was going to get into Ethereum mining. I mean, kind of recently too. Before the last bull run, I was going to get into it, but I didn't want to. It's not something I want to keep up with. It's not something like, I don't know. I mean, I spend most of my time doing trades and then my investments and then staking. So to me, why mine when you can stake? I can build a miner, spend, I don't know, $10,000 on a miner. And it yields me X amount of money, and I got to worry about the noise and everything. Or I can literally just stake. I can stake. I made a lot of money in Crow doing my staking, and I'm making money in Hedera. I'm doing my staking on that. I hold a lot of Hedera, so the money that I would have ever spent on a miner, I just hold it in Hedera, and I'm doing the native staking. So yeah, there's a lot of different things and ways to make money, but not to deter or discourage anybody at all. That's definitely not what I'm trying to do. I'm just speaking my mindset. I like that I have 6 consistent viewers in here. We're gonna grow. I appreciate you guys on that. Ether is hard and expensive. Yeah, I mean it is. I was really into it though. Or you make a gaming PC and design it to mine. I mean that's kind of what I did. But it's because I do video editing and all that, and I had some previous editing computers, and I had nice gaming graphics cards in it. I used to work retail at the time, so the retail store I was working at was Best Buy, so I was getting discounts on some of the computers and parts, graphics cards and whatnot. So I did a little bit of mining. It wasn't worth it to me, but again, it's not my strong suit. It's not something that I have a lot of experience in, so it's not much I can speak about. Thanks for the viewers in here. If you guys are new here, go ahead and subscribe. We're gonna keep it true. As you can see, I'm upside down on the trade, so I want to see what's going on. And again, if it runs up and take me out, then it does, and we'll just look for the next trade when it happens, and we'll be a little more cautious and make money on this thing. So I'm I'm looking at this 1 hour candle. I'm really, really focused on this because now that we already closed right here, outside of here, I want to see if that 1 hour is going to run up and do another touch and come back down or what. Let me see what you're saying. I just need a miner so I can use it to help me day trade. I mean, yeah, if you want to take the assets and day trade it, I mean, you can definitely do that. Depending on how much money you're actually making. Yeah. I mean, I can take the money that I'm getting in H-bar. As a matter of fact, I want to check my wallet. I want to actually check my wallet. I'm not going to pull it up on my live, but I want to see. I mean, I've been just letting it accumulate on the staking. Let me see. I just want to see how much I have because it tells me how much I can pull out. Okay, so I have another 98 H-bar that I've earned already over the time. So just 98 H-bar. May not seem like much, but if I'm holding this thing and I'm holding it for a year anyway or so, maybe even 2 years before the actual true run starts happening, why not just accumulate? Why not just accumulate? That's cool. I'm going to claim that. Every week I'm going to just claim it and just let it keep stacking up. And that's 98 more H-bar that I have for just holding my H-bar. And it's native staking. Again, I'm not having it on any platform. It's in my wallet and it's protected. So, I mean, it's great to me. It's definitely great to me. What's going on, y'all? We got 6 people in here and barely got any comments coming in. Hornet is killing it with the comments. I appreciate it. Estimated. You'd have to explain that one to me a little bit more. You have to explain that one to me a little bit more. If miner works at the end of the month, though, estimated what though? I mean, that's how much in what, a certain amount of tokens or what? What do you mean? Oh, this is going up, y'all. This is killing me. Oh my gosh, I'm just getting wrecked right here. I'm just getting wrecked. It's killing me. Let me see what the 15-minute look like. It's killing me. Let me see what the 5-minute look like. Oh, we'll see what happens. Anyway, y'all. Estimate value. I mean, value in what though? What currency? I mean, how much money are you putting into this? How much? I mean, you said estimated what? 333,000. I mean, what? Estimated that many tokens, you mean? Probably that's probably what you mean. I'm pretty sure. What website are you going to find your estimates? Are you looking at the miner page or something? I know there used to be something, I think it was ASIC miner value or something. Let me see if I can pull it up. There was a website I used to go to look at stuff. Yeah, right here, ASIC miner value. I've never been on this computer, so you can see the link is not highlighted. But yeah, this is something I used to use when I was interested in getting my miner. And this will help you kind of see what's going on with the miners, the values, and how much you can actually get, how profitable these are. Man, I mean, there was one that was so freaking expensive. I was going to buy several years ago, and I bet it's just worth nothing now. And, man, I wish I remember what it was called because I would 100% I would love to see. I wish I knew what it was called. I forgot what it was called, but I would love to see how much it's not making now. It was so expensive, and I was considering it. I had my money put to the side. I was like, I'm going to get it. And then something actually happened with the order, and I wasn't able to get my hands on it. And I don't know, but that was crazy. That was crazy. I was so glad I didn't spend my money on it because it would have taken months to come in, and then I watched it fall. It was at the top of the charts, and then I watched it fall. Like literally just a couple of months later, it just shot down in value and how much it was going to make. And I was living in California at the time, and man, it's expensive. The electricity is expensive just to run my studio equipment. So I know a miner would have just shredded me in California, and California has a power crisis in certain areas, and I was in SoCal, and yeah, it's just not a smart move. Maybe that's why I didn't really deeply get into the mining. But anyway, look, this was a quick live. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much for those that actually liked it. I know it wasn't really much of a recap, and I didn't stay live as long as I wanted to, but we'll go back on live when I can. I'm going to be flying out. I'm taking my computer. I'm going to take my monitor. Considering taking my camera, or maybe just use my phone as a camera, and we'll go live again when I can. So appreciate you guys, and yeah, until next time, I'm out of here. Get off this live and go invest in something.